Chalk on the welcome board, soft and slow, tracing the shape of what's yet to grow. Not a crowd, not a voice, just the echo of care, written in powder and afternoon air. Measured the room with an eye, not a rule. Placed every chair like a well-set tool. The sunlight drapes across the floor, each line a promise, each mark a door. This is where the gathering starts. Before the names, before the charts, a gentle hand, a steady line, the quiet work that feels like time. Swept up the corners, set out the glass, check the list as the hours pass. A banner hangs, the ink's still wet, a sign that says we're not here yet. This is where the gathering starts. Before the names, before the charts, a gentle hand, a steady line, the quiet work that feels like time. It's in the scrape of chalk on slate, the knowing look that you won't be late. It's in the hum before the song, the space that waits to carry on. This is where the gathering starts. Before the names, before the charts, the welcome drawn, the day takes form, and every hand will find it warm. Chalk on the welcome board, soft and slow, tracing the path for the ones you know and those who come as strangers here to find the circle full and clear.
One said yes by morning light, one replied at 2 a.m. One forgot and one just clicked, but never answered them. Some names float and some names fade, some surprise you with their care, some just open and glance and go like whispers in the air. The RSVP Drift, it moves like the tide. Sometimes they answer, sometimes they hide, and in each silence a story grows of what they want and what they chose. minute yes that changes the line. A few you thought would come for sure, now sending notes they can't endure. The RSVP drift, it moves like the tide. Sometimes they answer, sometimes they hide, and in each silence a story grows of what they want and what they chose. Patience hums in the space between, adjusting plans for what's unseen. It's not just head count, not just rows, it's where the interest ebbs and flows. The RSVP drift you learn as you wait, to leave the door wide, to trust the gate. And when they come, the room will tell who found their way and found it well. Said yes by morning light. One replied at 2 a.m. The drift still moves, it always will. The waiting quiet, the welcome still. Counted, corners swept, hoeing folded, timelines kept. Each task a thread, each thread a seam, the bones beneath the hosted dream. Place cards drawn with practice hand, tech check done and signs all planned. Not just busy work or noise, but patient craft behind the poise. Tables and timelines, steady and sure. The dance of details, the work that endures. Each little measure, each counted place, a frame for the laughter and the grace. Check the outlets, the mic, the lights. Run the schedule through quiet nights. One more print, one more call, one last shift to fit it all. Tables and timelines, steady and sure. The dance of details, the work that endures. Each little measure, each counted place, a frame for the laughter and the grace. It's the rhythm no one hears, built in seasons, built in years. It's the scaffolding unseen, holding up the in-between. Tables and timelines, steady and true. the path you mark. So they walk through 1,000 steps for one shared room, and the night ahead will have its bloom. Corners swept and lights all hung, every quiet task now done. The song begins without a sound, when all the frames are tightly bound.
Last year's RSVP, where they came and who came back. Mapped the heat, the strongest schools, and drew a line across the track. It's not just miles, it's meaning too, where the word of mouth still grows, where the counselor saves your flyer and the cafeteria knows. The compass turns, the heat map glows. Mark the places the record shows. Not every road, just those that lead to hands that welcome what they need. Circling towns from years before, cross-check yield with the ones who swore they'd send more students and kept that value. Pack the bag, the time is now. The compass turns, the heat map glows. Mark the places the record shows. Not every road, just those that lead to hands that welcome what they need. Every pin is a face and name, every route is a living flame. The miles you choose are not for show, they're roots you water where they grow. The compass turns, the heat map glows. Mark the places the record shows. The ink may fade, but still it's true. The map remembers before you do. Fold the paper, close the screen. The road ahead feels sharp and clean. With every mile you choose to keep, the roots run deeper, the ties run deep.
Headlights on at 5:30. A solo drive through counties wide. stack of U-books on the seat, and pates keeping time in beat. She only had 10 minutes free, but knew your name, remembered 3 of last year's kids who wrote you back, and one who's coming down the track. The long drive to the right school isn't marked by size or rule. It's in the faces, in the name. It shows up twice, then once again. A winding road past autumn fields, stop for gas, the steering wheel yields. So thoughts of yielding names to call, and one more email after all. The long drive to the right school isn't marked by size or rule. It's in the faces, in the name. It shows up twice, then once again. You can't map hard with just a list. Presence leaves what pixels miss. And one good visit, calm and true, can make a senior feel seen through. The long drive to the right school, measured not in charts or tools, but in the welcome at the door. The miles feel worth far more. Headlights fade in the evening rain. A handshake offered once again. The road unwinds, the night pulls near. The right school calls, you'll be back here. Turkey wrap and a paper plate, 2 chairs pulled close behind the gate of an office lined with student names, each one a story, never the same. She points to one with eyes that dart, that one writes poems, speaks from the heart, and one whose test scores couldn't tell. He's building apps and building well. Lunch with the counselor, sacred space, not just a name, not just a place, but context rich and gently shared, a partnership that shows you care. A knock at the door, a student peeks in, got a second, she smiles with a grin. The Gatherquill waits, sips their tea, knowing these moments are where you see. Lunch with the counselor, sacred space, not just a name, not just a place, but context rich and gently shared, a part can't tell you who stays late or who needs time to graduate, but one good talk and you will know where the seeds should truly grow. Lunch with the counselor, the trust runs deep. These are the notes you'll always keep. Beyond the data, beyond the file, the kind of work that takes a while. Turkey wrap and a paper plate. One more laugh before it's late. The door swings closed. The road calls back with one more visit. You won't lose track.
Hello, a second glance, a student pauses, takes a chance. Are you the one with a duck on the pen? You nod, they smile and lean in then. Library door creaks wide at noon, a reading list, a college swoon. I've got 3 kids who'd like your place. You trade a joke and mark the case. It's not the slide deck or the stand, it's showing up with open hands, where moments spark and interest sticks in places never tracked by clicks. The bell rings out, the hallway swells, a sea of voices, 100 tells. One wave here, one grin there, the kind of links you can't prepare. It's not the slide deck or the stand, it's showing up with open hands, where moments spark and interest sticks in places never tracked by clicks. No form will hold these little threads, but they're the roots and studios, the stories they'll recall in time when they decide what feels like mine. It's not the slide deck or the stand, it's showing up with open hands. The smallest talks, the passing nods can tip the scales more than the odds. It's not the slide deck or the stand, it's showing up with open hands. The smallest talks, the passing nods can tip the scales more than the odds. A hallway hello, a second glance, another student takes their chance. The door swings shut, the day moves on, but part of this will linger long.
Chairs now fill, the voices rise. Name tags turn to knowing eyes. A murmur blooms from corner walls. The gathering breeze within these halls. The outline fades, the faces glow. The work recedes, the moment shows. And every thread you pull with care is woven now into the air. This is the song the people bring, not taught or led, but born to sing. Where presence hums and plans unwind, and strangers turn to ties that bind. The circle widens, laughter spills. The air is warm, the room stands still. In
In that stillness, the joy takes root. No cue cards here, no substitute. This is the song the people bring, not taught or led, but born to sing. Where presence hums and plans unwind, and strangers turn to ties that bind. The table set, the doorway wide, all your care now stands inside. 1,000 steps to make it seem like they just walked into a dream. This is the song the people bring, not taught or led, but born to sing. And when the night is said and done, the melody will still live on. The chairs remain, the candles low, but in this place they'll always know the song began before they came, and they'll go home still humming its name.
Pauses hum, the eyes meet slow, each voice a step, the stories grow.
And with each turn the circle weaves a net of trust no one can leave. A circle turns with careful grace, no spotlight here, just shared space, where every story softly lands in open ears and reaching hands. You plan the food, you place the seats, but this right here is where it meets, that moment when the group begins with simple names and quiet grins. A circle turns with steady grace, a growing warmth in this small place, where every name becomes a sign that now the gathering is aligned. The circle rests, the talking stills, but in the air connection fills, and in the days that follow through they'll see this room when they meet you.
caught their name in April's hall. Now here in June you greet them all by name, not badge, and watch them grin. A small thing, but it draws them in. The plate you pass, the seat you save, the coat you hang, the hand you wave. No speech, no stage, just gentle sight that says you matter without height. Name remembered, plate passed on, the quiet work that lasts when gone. A thread of care, a steady seam that turns an invite to a dream. A glance to see the tea runs low, a refill given soft and slow. A sweater fetched when the night turns cool, a kindness learned outside the rule. Name remembered, plate passed on, the quiet work that lasts when gone. A thread of care, a steady seam that turns an invite to a dream. It's not the arch, it's not the hall, it's moments where you notice all and give before the asking starts. With steady hands and open hearts. Name remembered, plate passed on, the welcome sung without a song. The proof is felt, not loudly seen. In every space you keep serene. You caught their name in April's hall, and here in June you've kept it all. The smallest notes are often played before the main song's ever made.
Chairs in twos, then stacks of 10, tables folded, checked again. A stray balloon, a napkin fold, the laughter keeps the night from cold. A half-told story over bags, a joking race to roll the flags. The work is light, the moment's sweet, a waltz with echoes in its beat. The chair stack walls, the closing tune, played by brooms in a quiet room, where helping hands and hearts still stay until the night has slipped away. One last trip to the storage rack, a nod, a smile, a final stack. The lights come down, the floorboards shine, the work still hums a gentle line. The chair stack walls, the closing tune, played by brooms in a quiet room, where helping hands and hearts still stay until the night has slipped away. And though the lights are dimmed at last, the hours ahead will hold this past. In every plan the next will take, you'll hear this waltz the helpers make. The chair stack waltz, the night's refrain. No crowd remains, but friends remain. And in the hush, you feel the thread from all the words already said. The chair stack waltz, the closing tune, played by brooms in a quiet room, where helping hands and hearts still stay until the night has slipped away. Chairs in twos, then stacks of 10. The song will start this way again. The dance is quiet, but it stays until the next long gathering day.
Table's gone, the hall swept clean. Only paper holds the scene. Names in ink, some bold, some slight. Each a spark from this tonight. Your rhythm slow, you see their face, you hear their laugh, recall their place. And in the quiet you can tell which ones will carry, which will dwell. Stillness in the sign-in sheet, a quiet hum beneath your feet. The work's not done, it's only grown. The seeds are marked, the ground is sown. Some you'll call by week's first light. Some you'll write when the time feels right. And some will drift but leave their mark, a candle lit in memories dark. Stillness in the sign-in sheet, a quiet hum beneath your feet. The work's not done, it's only grown. The seeds are marked, the ground is sown. Tomorrow calls, the map will change, but here the threads are in your range. And every name upon this page is part of what you'll set on stage. Stillness in the sign-in sheet, the echo soft, the moment sweet. What started here will carry on long after every guest